It made me feel like super uncomfortable. I was like, we got to get out of here. Like, I feel so uncomfortable. I don't know what it was, but the energy in this place was weird.
So we're in Eugene. We left Bend this morning, which we absolutely loved. Bend, it was a great time, great place. Probably our favorite actually town that we've been to so far on this trip. But we have left there and we're in Eugene for the next couple of days. I picked Eugene as a spot just because it's kind of on the way. It's a couple hours away from where we were and just kind of on the way. But we also are a family that likes to see stadiums and a family that likes to see different colleges. Me having worked with college athletes for a while, having watched college sports for a long time. So Eugene was a spot that we really wanted to go to see the University of Oregon. But we found out there's a lot of good family stuff to do here. So we're gonna stay a couple of days here and try to see the University of Oregon, see their stadiums. We're gonna check out some parks, drive around town and kind of check out what Eugene has to offer. So we came to Skinner's Butte Park, or Sydney calls it Skinner's Butt Park. It's B-U-T-T-E, so Sydney keeps calling it Butt instead of Butte. It actually took us a while to get here. Sydney and I have a knack for picking the worst time to go somewhere. Today we got down near where Oregon's football stadium is and baseball stadium. We were going to check them out. We got there and Nitro Circus was in town, which I didn't even know Nitro Circus was still a thing, but Nitro Circus was in town and there was so much traffic. So it took us only maybe 2 miles, but it took us 20 or 30 minutes to get to the park here from there. But Callie loves playing in the park. We're about to go check out the Rose Garden too. But this is definitely a must-see park here in Eugene. When we first bought our house in Alabama, there was this little stump of a rose bush there. I mean, it probably wasn't 2 or 3 inches above the ground. And I babied that thing for a year. Ended up having absolutely gorgeous roses that were the size of your fist or so. They were just enormous. I do already miss that rose bush. I know how silly that sounds, but I had babied that thing to get it growing. Ended up being an awesome rose bush. But if you're in Eugene, you've got to go to Owen's Rose Garden. Just a public garden, public park that you can walk around. They have tons of different types of roses in here. Some absolutely gorgeous ones. Tons of different colors. Pretty much any color you can think of. They've got the roses of that color, very well manicured. Perfect time of year to go there. And of course, Callie looks super cute in these roses. Alright, so this morning we got up and came to the farmer's market here in Eugene. Nothing really makes you feel more like a married man in your 30s than walking around the farmer's market on a Saturday morning. But there are some, what's the nice word for weird?
Weird.
I think eccentric, maybe?
The only word for this is weird.
There are some weird people
like it.
in Oregon. I mean, just some like really strange, eccentric, hippie to the next level hippie. Don't even know how to explain the weirdness, but it's a very strange farmer's market. It's huge. They do have some good like food products and that kind of stuff, but there are a lot of really weird things as well. A lot of like bongs being sold and like energy crystals and tarot readings and stuff like that. It's just really interesting. So we didn't stay here long. We're going to check out the University of Oregon, check out the stadium.
It made me feel like super uncomfortable. I was like, we got to get out of here. Like, I feel so uncomfortable. I don't know what it was, but the energy in this place was weird.
So we're going to go to the University of Oregon and check it out. Came down here to the University of Oregon, been checking it out today. I just love colleges. I love being on college campuses, all different ones, all across America. I love just checking them out. I've taught college classes for about 5 years now. I've also been working with college athletes for 3 or 4 years now, and just absolutely love colleges. Love checking out their facilities, love checking out their buildings, checking out their stadiums and that sort of stuff. Absolutely love it. There's just something about colleges for me. I think it has to do with the amount of transformation that happens from the time people are 18 to the time they're 22. Those 4 years in college, it's just such a big life-changing event. I know it was for me, leaving mom and dad's house at 18 and going off to college and staying there on campus for 4 years. It really changed the way I looked at people, really changed the way I looked at the world, changed my ministry philosophy, my missions philosophy. It changed all of that. And so I think that's one of the reasons I like being on college campuses is it's just so much change happens, such an integral part of life, and it's just really cool to see what all the different colleges have to offer, what their campuses look like. Oregon's is right here off of downtown. It's got a lot of trees, a lot of greenscape around it. Every building's named Knight. I guess Nike just keeps pumping money into this place and they keep naming buildings after the Knight family, but it really is a cool place to check out if you're in town. So I've been walking around the football complex here for probably 15 or 20 minutes at the University of Oregon. It's a really impressive place. Very modern, kind of have a new school look to everything, which I guess is fitting because that's kind of their approach to football. A lot of new money in it in this place since their recent success. There's also the way they play is kind of up-tempo, fast, very new. So it all just kind of blends seamlessly together. But I've absolutely loved the football complex. Now, it's no Bryant-Denny Stadium at the University of Alabama, which that place is almost like a sanctuary when you walk in it. But it's really not bad. It's probably number 2 on my list of places I've been to as far as football stadiums at universities. Really, really impressed with the facilities. Their workout facilities awesome. Their stadium's awesome. The football offices are awesome. It's just a really neat place. Now I'm standing outside of Wrestler Stadium, which is the football stadium for Oregon State. I actually found a gate open, walked inside there and got a little footage. I wasn't able to find any at Oregon. Walked around the whole stupid stadium, couldn't find one in. But found one in here. It's vastly different. You can tell there's definitely a money difference between Oregon and Oregon State with their athletics program. However, again, I really do like it. I like their stadium. It's not super big, but it is nice. It's well taken care of. There's a sign behind me that says best college football town in the Pac-12, and I would probably have to agree with that. I've been to a lot of these towns where Pac-12 schools are, and this is a really nice college town. Now, one thing I do want to say about the athletic teams, Oregon and Oregon State, as far as your mascots go, you could have picked a couple more fierce animals than the Beavers for Oregon State and the Ducks for Oregon. Neither one of those strike fear into your heart. However, being from Alabama, we have Alabama, which have a mascot, an elephant, but we say Roll Tide, and Auburn is the Tigers, yet they cry War Eagle. So I understand we have our own issues in Alabama, but you could pick something a little more fierce than Ducks and Beavers. However, this has been a really cool college town. Again, if you're in Corvallis, it's definitely worth checking out. Well, I hope you enjoyed our time this week in Eugene and Corvallis. I know this video is a little bit different. It wasn't as fancy as Las Vegas or any of that kind of stuff. This week was kind of a respite for us. We've had just traveling after traveling and had a great time. There comes a little bit of traveler's fatigue that sets in. So those last few days, we were just kind of taking it easy, trying to relax a little bit, catch our breath before we hit things pretty hard in Portland. So our next video is going to be from the Portland area. We're going to be in Mount Hood and Multnomah Falls, and then we're going to head into Portland for a week. So we were kind of resting up, getting ready for some big events that came forward. So we're looking forward to our video next week, where we're going to be in Multnomah Falls and in Mount Hood, which is the Columbia River Gorge. I also want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. For some reason, I got lucky and had the best father imaginable. Had great grandfathers, had great-grandfathers as well that have just poured into my life and are helping me daily be a better father. So I want to say Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so now. Please like, comment, share. We want to have you along for our journey and have you enjoy our time with us, and look forward to seeing you next week.